Hello everybody, this is Mr. T. Mitchell, and this is the Great Sports Debate. Harris and Boggs. Let's debate this mother... Matt Boggs, how important are NBA rings to a player's legacy?
Well, I think that many people put too much on that, the rings thing, because basketball is a team sport at the end of the day. And yes, we judge individuals in basketball, but you have to have talent around you. So, if you want to talk about Bill Russell having, what's he got, 11 rings?
Yeah.
Really? Was he that good? No. He had a great team. He has 11 rings. No disrespect, but Jesus H. Christ on rubber crutches. He does not deserve 11 rings.
Why not?
Why? The Celtics had the best team.
I mean, yeah, of course.
Every year. I mean, he should have 11 rings. And how long can you possibly play? 18 years? He won 65% of the time.
He won 13 out of 11, or 11 titles in 13 years.
That's ridiculous. You couldn't get away with that anymore.
No, of course, it's a different game. There's only so many teams out there. But a great player has to win an NBA title.
See?
According to the Bible, Book of Basketball, Bill Simmons, check it out. Out of his top 15 NBA players, 14 of them have NBA titles. All greats win NBA titles. It's not coincidence.
No, it's not. But I'm saying, people put so much emphasis on the rings, and it's not fair. Because there's been so many great players that don't have rings because their team was not put in a position to do that. That's not fair to those guys. Karl Malone.
He's great, but he's not. He didn't make.
He's an all-time great.
He's not the greatest player in his position.
Power forward.
He ain't better than Tim Duncan. Not even close.
Okay. Tim Duncan.
Best power forward of all time.
You
Also,
only
you
say
can throw
that.
in the mix Charles Barkley at the power forward position.
Okay,
Never
and
won a ring.
all-time greats in the ring, you got two. How many greats did? Chamberlain, Jabbar, Bird, Magic, Jordan, Isaiah, Kobe, you got Shaq, Hakeem, David Robinson, whoever you want to name.
Yeah, they have rings. Okay, David Robinson. He didn't get his rings until Tim Duncan came around.
Right, you have great talent, of course.
It's about your team. It's not about you individually. LeBron James with Cleveland, he made the fucking finals as a 21-year-old.
And most pathetic Eastern Conference ever. It was him and the Pistons. Somebody had to go. That was a joke of a conference. Milwaukee Bucks, does Sam Cassell go win an NBA title? No, he's a joke.
The Pistons won 2 titles with those teams.
They won one title, they won until they got beat.
They didn't win 2?
No, they won one, they lost the next
Sure
one.
about that?
Spurs. Yeah, I bet you $1 million.
Okay. Well, no, I trust you. But I'm saying, what are you, a 21-year-old takes you to the finals against the Spurs, and they still had a young Tim Duncan?
Right, he shouldn't have won that, but he should win some. His talent is, he's that much better as you claim he is. Everybody else on the court, he's 10 times better, like you claim he
You're
is.
one of those guys, though, you will pick anything out to judge him. At 21 years old, in the finals, and he didn't win. They got swept.
Okay, he should have
he didn't win
when
that.
he should have beat Dallas.
What a
shouldn't he?
piece of shit. What a
No,
piece of shit
I don't
21-year-old.
care about that. He can wipe that out. He should have beat Dallas. He should win multiple NBA titles as talented as he is.
He should have beat Dallas.
He's top 5 talents of all time. Top 5 talents all win NBA titles. Even
Yeah.
Wilt did it. He won against
Okay,
both great teams.
Let's get back to the argument. We're talking about rings. What does rings mean to individual players? Here's my argument. I think it is over glorified for a player to have rings because they are on a team with other players. And you want to judge them individually by how many rings. I know what you're saying. All the great players have rings. But, I mean, Michael had Scotty and Dennis Rodman and, all these people. Yes, he's the greatest ever. Excuse
How
me?
could you say Luke Longley?
I didn't say a goddamn word about Luke Longley.
You were thinking about it, though.
No, I was not.
You wanted to say something about
Michael had all these people. Yes, he's the best ever. Don't get me wrong. But I'm not saying he's the best ever because he has 6 rings. He has 6 rings because he had a lot of motherfuckers helping him out. You're not going to tell me that Michael Jordan single-handedly went into these fucking finals games and just won.
No,
he
he was
didn't.
a dominant
He
force.
didn't.
Basketball is the one sport where a superstar can take over and
Right.
will you to a win.
Right.
I mean, it doesn't happen in sports. It can't happen in baseball. It can't happen in football. Besides a quarterback, like Joe Montana, could take you to it. So it happened once in hockey with Gretzky. He was so far ahead of everybody else. He was able to take his team to the titles. He had good players around him, of course.
But it's a team. You know as well as I do, the NBA is a team game. It doesn't matter how great you are.
It is, but when
You
it comes
cannot win a championship by yourself.
when it comes into crunch time, one man always takes over, right?
Right, but we're not talking about crunch time. I'm talking about it's a 7-game series.
Yeah, and one player can take over a series. LeBron took over the series this year against the Celtics and willed them to the finals.
Yeah, but who else in the history of the sport have you ever known to do that other than Michael Jordan? Larry Bird never took over a series. He was a great shooter, but he did not command the basketball and just beat a team by himself.
Magic did it.
It never happened.
Magic did it. He took over the finals that year. When Chris
Magic
was out,
wasn't even a scorer. Magic's one of
he
my
could
favorite
score
players
when
of
he
all
wanted to,
time.
though. He could score when he wanted. He was excellent.
No,
at
he
every category.
couldn't.
He can get you 24, 25 a game. He wasn't
Yeah,
like,
but he couldn't.
He wasn't a Kobe Bryant type of threat. But he's a great threat.
Magic was the master of passing the ball. He wasn't like, all right, well, it's crunch time. I'm going to score 30 fucking points. No.
You remember the hook shot
Magic was
in the finals? When they
insane.
needed a bucket, who left the bucket? Magic did. Great players.
Well,
in
with
the
that skyhook, you're thinking of one moment.
How many moments does LeBron have like that? Everybody has a couple of moments. Magic has great moments.
He was not a scorer. He is not LeBron James on the scoring level.
No, he's not, but he's very close. Magic can score
No,
points.
he's not.
Look, he put up 4 a game or something.
No, I'm not acting like that, but he could not put up the offensive numbers that LeBron can. Him and LeBron are on the same level as far as passing goes. LeBron's a better rebounder. LeBron's a better defender. He's leaps and bounds ahead of Magic Johnson, in my
For
opinion.
his legacy, he has to win multiple titles to be considered an all-time great. To be
Which
a
is
great
what we
player.
get back to. It's the rings. We get back to the
You
rings.
have to. If you're that far ahead of your competition, and it's a sport where you can
Does-
one man can take over the game.
I'm about to pick my nose on camera because I'm so picky. Okay. Who does LeBron have that compares to Magic Johnson? Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Nope.
Dwayne Wade's pretty damn good. He's
Didn't we just have a conversation last night about how he's on the decline really
He
bad?
is, but he's still a very top echelon player. He's still the second best shooting guard in the league.
He doesn't deserve that first championship he had.
No, he's full load of talent.
What was he, like 22 years old?